So Dr. ORS Rao, he is Vice Chancellor, ICFAI University, Jharkhand. Dr. Rao, I will now request you for your thought. And going forward, we can be restricted on the time because we have paucity of time. We have a couple of more speakers with us to, speak. Over to you, Dr. Rao.
Yeah. So very good afternoon, and I wish all of you very, very happy Mahashivratri, and I pray to God to give all of us good health and happiness in the days to come. So, in fact, I would like to express my thanks to IOED, all the organizers for organizing this meet, which is very, very insightful. So I'll stick on to the time. I'll just focus on 3 points. The first point is the strengths of India in the area of the research and innovation. Second is what are the challenges what we are facing. Third aspect is how the collaboration can help and what is the need for the collaboration. All of us know that research and innovation, they are the critical fuels for sustainable economic growth and well-being of the people for a better quality of life. And all of you are also aware that the Global Innovation Index, GII, by WIPO, it looks at various parameters to look at what is the global innovation, what happens in the countries. It looks at the investments into the research and innovation, technology progress, technology adoption, and the social impact. It captures about something like about 80 output parameters. It includes patents, expenditure, education, research, etc., etc. We are all very happy that the India's rank in the GII has been steadily climbing in the last 7 years. In 2015, it was 81. In 2022, we galloped to 40. I think that's no mean achievement. That shows an all-round progress with regard to research innovation in this country and the ecosystem itself. The country also is among the top 3 countries in scientific publications as per the NSF database after US and China. And also in terms of the number of PhDs and also the size of the higher education. Today, in fact, we have something like, maybe 40 million students that are there in the system, every year that are getting enrolled into that. And ours is the 3rd largest startup ecosystem globally with over 100,000 startups and has the 4th largest number of unicorns. Unicorn is the one with a market cap of over $1 billion. We have got 103 unicorns as of January 2023. And it is 10% of the unicorns in the world. In terms of the economy, it's not as big as the world economy to that. And 45% of the top 500 global R&D spenders, they have their R&D centers in India. They're all multinationals in various areas. And today, the areas in which the R&D capabilities developed are, they are into the digital technologies, which are more application-oriented, like fintech, like Paytms and PhonePays. They are all sort of products developed by India and for Indians. And we have seen a huge scaling up of these things, particularly during the COVID times. Same in the case with the healthcare tech and similarly the pharma. And also some of the science areas like, the geospatial engineering, nanosciences, climate management, renewable energies, apart from, as Dr. Rajshekar Pillai has mentioned in terms of the Department of Space and Atomic Energy. The NEP 2020, there's a lot of thrust on research, and the NEP 2020 and its initiatives, also there are very recent initiatives to get quality foreign universities into India to supplement what all we are doing here. Well, these are all the strengths. What are the challenges? The public R&D expenditure in India is low. It is less than 1% of the GDP. Whereas in the developed countries, it is up to something like 3%. And it has remained more or less stagnant. The second one, the India's share of patents is low. It is less than 1.5% of the world patents. And also the time to process patents is very, very long. It is one of the longest in the by the world standards. The PhD enrollments as percentage of the total enrollments in the higher education is very, very low. When we are talking of today, every year, as per the ICFAI report, something like 200,000 students enroll for the PhD, sort of whereas, what we are talking of, something like, 40 million students are, enrolling. It's less than 0.5%. Students do not perceive research as a lucrative career unless they go for teaching. That compulsion has come only because of UGC. So that is the reason why there's need to create kind of interest of the students to pursue research as a profession. The IASERs, they are trying to do some work, but that's very small. And also there's need to improve the quality of research. It has to be kind of a research, which is taken care of, which is trying to address the real problems. And in that process, as Dr. Rajshekar Pillai has mentioned, there is need for a capacity building. We need to have quality supervisors to guide them and see that they do good quality research. The industry academia collaboration is low for research particularly. The industry spend on R&D is low. This is linked to the kind of point what we said, why the students are not pursuing research as a career, unless they want to go for teaching. In the industry, there are not so many jobs for the people with the R&D background. Productization is a challenge. While Indian IT sector, we said that it's a sort of very big sector, it is primarily focused on the outsourcing services. How many products do we develop? There are very few. There's a very little product focus. And, we have been talking even during the COVID times, we said video conferencing, we said Zoom is a very small company. It had some Zoom-based records at the time. Can you replace it with the Indian product? We could not so far. What is the way forward? Collaborations. Collaborations whereby sharing of the resources and sharing of the experiences for mutual benefit. That is the essence of the collaboration. And not only for the mutual benefit, but also for the benefit of the society at large. The collaborations have to be between industry and academia, academia, and also industry and public research institutions. While so many kind of labs are there, the kind of the industries kind of collaboration, industries inputs are relatively less when compared with any of the developed countries. It has to be scaled up. The international collaborations in education, research, and innovation. There can be different models. There can be models where financial kind of investments are there. There could be only with the manpower into that. We are so happy that not only we are in the kind of Amrit Kal, and also the India assumed the G20 presidency on the 1st of December. And the kind of the G20 led by our Honorable Prime Minister, they plan to convene a G20 leaders summit for the first time in India. And also there is a part of that, there is going to be S20, a sort of a scientific 20. That's an excellent opportunity for collaborations with the world. And the theme for G20 that is declared by our Honorable Prime Minister is Vasudhaiva Kutumbam. That is a global family. One earth, one family, one future. And I'm confident that this future for the entire world will be built on collaboration with a give and take spirit and for the benefit of the global family, not just one to that. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was very insightful. It is so nice of your thoughts which you shared.